information. Now I'll just share the screen again. So apart from this, we have the other master data. Okay, this is the whatever we just discussed as of now. These are all regular process, like okay, based on their business process, they're following this process and all. Okay, but
Okay.
other than this one, we have the master data. Okay, so master data is nothing but like it's a one-time record we are maintaining. One-time record for the, suppose let's say what it can. So to proceed the transaction data, that means to do the purchase orders, to do the GR, to do the invoice, to do the contracts, what it is required. Okay, the information which is creating in the master data. Okay, let's
Okay.
example, I have the thousands of materials are there. Okay, thousands of materials have the different descriptions, different type of materials, different group of materials, and different base of unit of measure, and the different purchasing groups handling. So those information, everything will be different, right? So when
Yeah.
I'm just creating the purchase order, if I'm entering material A, okay, if I'm not aware about that what is the exact information, that is, it's very difficult to me to share to the vendor as well, right? So what
Mm.
we'll do, we'll be creating the master data. Okay, this type of the data we are creating one time master data. Okay, so when I'm just getting new product, like I have that uh, the adapter, the adapter have the one code. Okay, that code, when I'm just entering that, the code will give the information like, okay, this is the adapter, 20 watts adapter. Okay, this we are measuring like watts. Okay, this is the group coming to electrical goods. Okay, and this is handled by the electrical person. So like the whatever the information which is required to do the sales, to do the purchasing, to do the production, what information it is required, which we are maintaining before only in the master data. Okay, so like
Okay.
we have different kind of the master data we have. Okay, that master data is called, that is called one time record. Okay, we are just creating one time for the each and every article. Okay, so master data, we have different master data are there. One is metal master record, which will give the information of the product and what description and all, which will, one is vendor master record. So why we need vendor master record? Because vendor address will be different, vendor partners have their, vendor currency will be different, vendor payment terms will be different, vendor bank details will be different, all this information which is maintained. So when you are opening the account in the bank, so they will take all the information, right? What is your order card, what is your PAN card, what is your address,
Mm.
what is the, so all this information they are recording, right? So they are
Yes.
storing that. But transactionally, you are doing everyday withdrawals and deposits. That is different. But this is the which is required because every time I cannot ask that your address. Every time I cannot ask like what is your PAN number and Aadhaar card number. This is very difficult, right? So I'm just storing your data at one time. Then later I'm using your information for the proceeding for the next process.
Okay.
So the same way in the metal master data also, we have the metal master record and vendor master record and purchasing info record. Okay, and the source list and the condition records. Okay, and service master record. So these are the main master data which is there. Other than that, we have quota arrangements also. That is one of the master data. So we have
Okay.
master data in interview point of view. If they are asking about it from MM point of view, what master data we have, you need to be explained that these are the metal master data, vendor master data, purchase info records, source list, condition records, service master record, quota arrangement. You need to be explained this one. Okay.
Okay.
So what it is like master data, metal master, they have the material information related to material information, which is like we discussed, right? How we are measuring, what is the description, what is the group, what is the type of the material, whether it is raw material, packing material, and other thing, and how you are handling in your store location, what is the shelf life for this material, what is the price of this material, all these things information you are maintaining in the metal master card, right? How much stock it is. Then vendor MasterCard have the vendor information, which is address details, email address, email, okay, and what currency they are following, what is the payment terms, what is the GST number, what is the tax number, what is the okay settlement numbers and bank details, contact person, mobile number, okay, currency, all this information will be there, which will be helpful to the to do the PO creations and the PR, goods receipt invoice, whatever the procurement related, inventory related, that will be helpful. Okay, that is a
Okay.
supplier information. And coming to the purchasing info record, the purchasing info record have the combinations of vendor and material. Okay, because I can usually I have the information, usually I have the supplier information, and usually I have the material information. But when there is a vendor and supplier, vendor and material combination, there might be different cases. Like maybe if suppose when material A, the vendor XYZ, they are supplying the goods. This material A, maybe vendor Z also they can supply. The different suppliers also they can supply. Okay,
Yeah.
when the same material with the different suppliers, might be they have the different data which we need to maintain in the master data, like terms and conditions, incoterms, okay, about freight charges, prices, and discounts, surcharges, and tax information. Okay, if it is interstate, different tax, and the same tax, same state, it is different tax. Again, depends on the product, it is a different tax. Okay, so all this information which we are maintaining. Okay, so basically it is maintaining like when the combination of the material and vendor and under this purchasing organization, for this purchase organization, okay, the data which will be maintained in the purchasing info record. Clear?
Mm. Yeah.
Again, in this actual purchasing for card, again, they have the different process, right? If there is a going with a standard process, then it is 10 rupees. If it is there going with a third party, then it is 20 rupees. If it is a subcontracting, then 50 rupees. So like different, the when there is a scenario changing with the same vendor, same material, then maybe prices will be different, right? So in that case also,
Yeah.
we can maintain the each special process wise, we can maintain a info record, the prices and all. Okay.
Mm. Okay.
And the source list, which is list of the sources. List of the sources is nothing but like a suppliers.
Okay. Vendors list.
Yeah, vendors list. Okay, so in this case, vendors and sources and suppliers all it is same. Okay, so we are maintaining for material and plan for this plan. Whoever the list of the suppliers are there. Okay, so
Okay.
because in my location, if I'm have a Hyderabad branch, in the Hyderabad near to branch, I have the so many suppliers are there. But in Mumbai I have the supply, so many suppliers are there. So out of
Mm.
this multiple suppliers, list of the all the suppliers, I can define like one is a fixed vendor, right? He is a my regular vendor. He is always, I'm considering that I'm always ordering to that person. Okay,
Okay.
or I can block the vendor as well. Suppose I get some disturbance with that guy, so that supplier is not supplying the properly the items, the goods and all. So I can block for the particular period. Okay, I don't need to be continue with this supplier for some time. Okay, when it is required, I can unblock that. Yeah, so I can give like blocking also. Okay. So basically, source list can be have the information of the all the list of the suppliers, along with that who is the my regular vendor, who are the blocked from my end for this plan. That also you can do it. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
Okay. Now condition records. Condition record is nothing but like a whenever I'm creating the PO, okay, or whenever I'm creating the contract or anything. So it is very difficult every time to maintain the price, PO price, and checking that what is the freight cost, what is the delivery cost, what is the discount cost, and what is the surcharge, packing cost, unloading, loading cost, transportation cost, all these things. Every time if I need to be entered manually, that is very difficult, right? So what they will do, okay, so they will tell you that, okay, if suppose gold price is there, okay, so gold price today, okay, for today and tomorrow, I'm just saying that for 1 gram which is cost, 1 gram which is cost is like 5,600. So
Mm.
entirely whatever I'm creating the purchase orders today, PO1, PO2, PO3, PO4 for this vendor, the price will be the fixed vendor, fixed 500, 5,600. So the specific period, the price will be the standard. The price will not be changed. Okay. In that case, I can maintain the condition record so that the system automatically considering that, okay, for this vendor, for this material, and for this plan, for this purchase organization, we already maintain the price which is just valid for the specific period. So whenever you creating between this period, the system automatically picking the price from this condition record. Okay.
Okay.
So no need to be do again manually entering that 5,600, manually entering the 5,600 10 times I cannot enter because it's not
Mm.
required because it is automatically picking that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because if it is a global price same, maybe in all the from this vendor, whenever they're supplying the goods, okay, for entire this period, it is the same price. It is not changing. Okay, if it is changing, then they will inform that okay, from next to 1 month it will be the different price. Okay. So the
Okay.
constant they'll be maintaining constant price, right? So suppose you are there construction. So what you are planning that you are planning to buy the cement. Okay. So what will be happen?
Mm.
They say that okay, one bag cost will be it's like 6,000 rupees. Let's say. Okay. So you already have the agreement with the Birla Cements. Okay, Birla Cement. They said for 1 month I'm just giving to you like 6,000 rupees per one
Mm.
bag. So, so per enter 1 month, okay, it won't be changed. So I can maintain the condition record whenever they are creating contracts and whenever they are creating the POs and all, the system automatically capturing that. Okay, you already maintain the information. I'll just considering that information and automatically the price will be picking. Okay,
Mm.
it's simply like getting automatic pricing picking. Okay,
Okay.
clear? So for that case, we are maintaining a one-time condition record. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay, now coming to the service master record. Service master is the nothing but like it's completely related to services. Okay, so there is a product related tangible and intangible products, right? Like that means non-stock related, stock related. Service is nothing but like if you see painting. Painting is one kind of service. Okay, labor work, it is just one kind of service. Okay, if it is like cleaning, it's one kind of service. Firing, okay, just like a boiling, that's one kind of services. Okay, okay,
Mm.
melting, that is one kind of service. Okay, so any kind of the service which is not getting the product on, okay, that is called service. So these are non-stock materials. So those cases services even in the software installation, OS installation or CPU installation, restart services and everything, that will be come under the services. So you not receiving any physical product in this case. Okay, these are non-stock materials. They are all kind of the services, washing and all. Okay, so those also we are considering service related procurement also. So in this case, we are maintaining the service master record.
Okay.
Clear? So in that case, what will
Yeah.
be happening? So that is we call as a how we are maintaining metal master record. The same way we are maintaining for the services. Any doubts here? Service master record.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now coming to quota arrangement. Okay, so might be sometimes what will be happen there is a bulk orders or something which is like okay, we have multiple vendors are there. Okay, I can divide like quotas. Okay, quota one, quota two, like that. Okay, so that means 30% of quota I will be giving to vendor A. My total requirement, I'm just giving 30% to this vendor A, 40% to vendor B, 30% to vendor C. Like I can allot that, and partially I can order that. Maybe because the vendor A cannot be supplied fully quantity, or vendor B cannot be supply the full quantity. So if suppose
Mm.
you are planning to construct, right? Suppose let's say I need 1 lakh bags. Okay, so what will be happen in 1 lakh bags? Maybe Birla Cement they are not able to supply the at a time 1 lakh products,
Okay.
1 lakh bags. So what I can go? I can go first. It is Birla. I will give something like what they capability. Based on that, I can give 40%. Then I can give something like other percent which is like okay other cement. So we can give like 20%, 30% like that. Different brands I can give. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Vijay brand or something different brands are there, right? So those brands they can supply based on the different percentage. So I'm just giving the quotas to them based on my order quantity. Okay.
Okay.
So these are the master data. Okay. So
Oh,
other than the transactional data, so whatever we discussed about the process, all it is a transactional data, and that means regular process these are, and these are the master data. Okay.
okay.
Okay. So master data will maintain only one time. Okay. Then I'm using this information in the our creation of the POs. When I'm creating a PO, I need material number, I need a vendor information, I need a price information, I need all the list of information, right? That information will come from here.
Master. Okay.
Master data. Okay. So basically, we have the three types of data. Okay. One is master data. Then second is configuration data. Then third is transaction data.
Okay.
So master data you understand, right? And transactional data also you understand, right? Right.
Yeah.
So configuration data is nothing but like to do this master data, to do the transaction data, the backend configuration setup, what it is required that we are configuring in the backend. This is the entirely backend. Okay. So if
Okay.
you want to say that if I have the mobile, in a mobile, the functionality is how it is working. The front end screen I can see that okay I can operate like I can call mobile. Okay, I'm just selecting that to call the mobile. Uh, Call the number. I'm just selecting that dial pad and I'm just entering the number and dialing. That is my regular activity. That is the transaction data. Okay. One
Yeah.
time master data is nothing but okay. This number already stored to one name. That is maybe my mother or father. I store in that, and I just giving the
Mm.
details like what is the mail ID, what is the address, that is that. That is a master data. Okay, to set up
Mm.
these all screens and what inputs and all, if suppose I enter that something mail ID which is like at the rate of kk.com or something. Okay, if suppose I
Mm.
didn't enter that at the rate of .com, then system will not be considered that okay was this is not a valid email ID. Okay, so that means
Okay.
how it is cross checking the values. It is checking that where we did the configuration backend. So the setup which we are
Okay.
did. So whatever they enter the predefined values that is correctly entered or not entering, that system will check based on the configuration data.
Configuration data will be done by us only, like material management people
Yeah.
only.
So we are the functional consultant. After we complete our course, you are the functional consultant. Okay. So what you will do?
Mm.
Okay, you will be doing on the majorly on configuration. Okay, then you must be know about the master data also. You must be know about the master data and transaction data because
Mm.
okay, with to do configuration data, you must be know about that what functionalities it is working, how it is working, that you should be know. Okay, so
Okay.
that means if you know master data and transaction data, then only you can able to do configuration. You can understand
Mm.
the configuration, right? So
Yeah.
generally these will be do by in the real time end users or core team members. Okay.
Okay.
So who are the core team members and end users are? They are from the business. They are doing day by day transactions. Okay.
Okay.
So to go smoothly on this master data transaction data, whatever it is required, we are doing in the configuration level. And
Okay.
we are checking all these things whatever the client which is client requirement we are configuring that and we are validating in the master data and transaction data, then we are informing that
Okay.
okay this is working properly so you can use this one. Okay, so it's
Okay.
something
Okay.
like pre-validation before it is
Okay.
before giving to them in the live system. You are checking in the our system like it is working or not working, what we configured, what we did, any customization, all these things to be working or not. That is the our job, functional consultant job. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
So any questions here?
No. Like we will collect all data and we will say to business people like we have created
Yeah.
all this.
So
That's
generally,
what
yeah,
like.
in the real time, the business they will
Mm.
tell you that boss, I want to do this process. Okay, maybe suppose let's say they're saying that okay, I want to differentiate. Okay, example I will give you. I have the third party procurement process, third party PO, okay, and I have the subcontracting PO,
Hmm.
and I have the STO PO, okay, and I have the standard PO. Okay, my client is asking that. Okay, my client requirement is when I'm just creating the third party PO, it should be start with the 5 series number. Okay, when I'm
Hmm.
creating the standard PO or subcontracting PO, it should be start with four something with 4 series. Okay, STO PO when I'm creating that, I'm just want to see start with a 3-1 series. Okay, the standard PO which is creating, then I want to start with a 1 series. Okay, so they
Okay.
say that okay by looking to the number, I can say that this PO is the start bit box. So I just want to difference like that. So what for this, what you need to check whether it is possible or not possible. You need to check. First thing is okay whether I can allot directly based on the third party subcontracting the number is how it will work. So the number range will be work based on the type of the PO. Okay, so you need to be differentiate first what is the different types of pivots we have. So we have standard document type NB, standard pivot is there. So then the client is asking that they need separate differentiate the this kind of the pivot separately. So in that case what I can do, okay, I'm just copying this one, configuring that new document type for the third party pivot, okay, and I'm configuring the subcontracting pivot and configuring that STO pivot. Okay, then I'm
Okay.
allotting that the number series for the each and every process. So then I'll just informing to the user, boss, okay, I just created new document types, different document types. If you are using this document type, suppose let's say there is a code if I define like NB. Okay, so if I'm using NB, then it is a standard pivot and the number will come from like this one. Okay, we did a third
Okay.
pivot. Okay, then I'm just created something there could ZTB, just third party. Okay, or I can put like ZTP which I created. Then when you are creating PO with using this ZTP code, then system will be creating this number series. Okay,
Okay.
so like subcontracting ZSP. Okay, I'm just created like this STO ZSTO. Okay, so like I can define our own customization way, and I'll say that okay if I can create like this document type, I can you can use different document type, different number range. Okay.
Okay.
So that is the configuration. We are setting in the what they need exactly the process that we are setting into the background in the configuration level. Yes.
Okay. Without any confusion, based on that series, we get to know that
Yeah.
third party are
So
subcontracting everything.
so what they are asking, how they are requesting the requirement, what they are requesting. Okay, that we are setting in the SAP in the configuration. If suppose this is not possible in the standard configuration, okay, so these are only possible in case of configuration. Okay, the configuration is only possible when there is a standard. Okay, there is standard possibility. If there is no possibility in that case, what you can do, you can go with the customization. So customization will be done by okay ABAP technical consultant. Okay.
Okay.
So this technical consultant, they will design that from the code level, program level, they will change the parameters, how their client is looking into that. Okay.
Okay.
The functional consultant will do by configuration and the technical consultant will be do by customization. But again, you need to give the inputs to the technical consultant, but by client it is asking like this process. Okay, but in the standard, I just cross check that it is not working. So can you try in the technical way to change the code and fixing this process?
Okay.
Then they will try. Okay,
Okay.
clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this is that. Okay, so this is theory part, whatever we discussed. Okay, so the next one
Hmm.
class will start in the SAP login pad. Okay, so we
Okay.
have like this is the SAP login pad. You need to be install this
Hmm.
SAP login pad. In this SAP login pad, you will be have the server detail. Okay, so in this
Hmm.
server details, you need to be enter the user ID and password. Okay, you will be get the user ID
Okay.
password. That user ID password you need to be enter. Okay, then
Hmm.
you need to be login and password. Okay,
Okay.
uh, so this server you can get it from online also, offline also. Offline is nothing but like in your laptop itself they are adding the server, but
Hmm.
when you every time when you want to be connected, then it will be take long time to connecting to server and restart the server and adding to that, that is very difficult. If it is an online server, it is a someone they are already maintaining the server, they will give access to you. Okay, you can directly connect
Okay.
from here online. From the if you have the
Mm.
internet, they can connect directly. Okay, so you can use
Okay.
user ID password this software. Okay, so if it is
Okay.
offline server, okay, if it is offline
Mm.
server, then they might be charged like 500 or 1000 rupees one time. Okay, but it
Okay.
will be very slow. If it is an online server, they will be they
Mm.
will be charged every 3 months 1000 rupees.
Okay.
So 3 months they will be charged 1000 rupees. You can get the connection details and all. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So, if you can get it, no problem. If you need, I'll ask my students where they bought this one. Okay, then
Okay.
I can
Okay.
give you that number. Maybe you can connect them and you can get it their server. Okay,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
clear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so again, this one again we have the different cases are there. We have ECC server, okay, and S4 HANA server. Okay, and they will ask that which version you want to. Is it
Mm.
EHP6 or EHP7 or EHP8 or something? Okay, depends. It's okay. Anything which is okay, no problem. Okay, you can
Mm.
go ahead with anything, no problem. That only adding the and this S4 HANA, which is like they will ask that 1809 or 1910, okay, 1909 or it may be 2000, which version they will ask. So it's okay. Any of the version it is okay. Okay. So if you go
Mm.
with S4 HANA server, it will be expensive. If it is a
Mm.
ECC server, it is cheaper. Okay.
Okay.
So I will tell you what is the difference ECC and S4 HANA tomorrow. Okay.
Mm.
Sometime later. But you just try for to first you just try with ECC. Later you can take it up S4 HANA. Maybe 3 months out later you can once you complete the practice in ECC, you can take in the S4
Mm.
HANA server. Okay.
Okay. Okay.